We're coming to you live this morning from the corner of North Street and School Street in Normal. Welcome to the 2025 Illinois State University Homecoming Parade. I'm John Twerk from University Marketing and Communications, and I'll be your host today as we watch Normal's largest annual parade with more than 100 entries. I think we're right around 110 this year. It is a gorgeous morning for a homecoming parade here in Normal, and for those of us who are watching the weather throughout the week, we're pleasantly surprised because there was rain in the forecast for almost the entire week, but that rain has held off. It looks like maybe this afternoon there could be some showers moving into the area, but the temperature is a perfect 71 degrees, a light breeze, and dry conditions. So a huge crowd here on hand for the annual tradition of the Illinois State University Homecoming Parade. This year's theme is Raise the Banner. And over the next hour or so, we'll see Redbird Pride on full display as we celebrate Homecoming 2025 with the annual Homecoming Parade. Lots of homecoming activities throughout the week have already been underway. Last night, the Illinois State Volleyball nation of that game has been moved up to a noon kickoff as proud history since its inception with Professor Ed Livingston. The Big Red Marching Machine has developed into an accomplished marching band performing at major events at home and abroad. The Big Red has performed in events across the United States and Ireland, including the Macy's Thanksgiving Day Parade, and just this past March, the Big Red Marching Machine was at the Dublin St. Patrick's Day Parade in Dublin, Ireland, where they earned the Best Band Overall Championship. Let's give them a listen as the Big Red Marching Machine leads off this Homecoming 2025 parade. of Illinois State, the Big Red Marching Machine. And you can see the Big Red Marching Machine performing at the Illinois State football game later today. Again, the Redbirds hosting Youngstown State later today. A noon kickoff against their Missouri Valley Football Conference rival. And the Big Red Marching Machine will be the stars of the halftime show. Illinois State cheerleaders will be there as well, and so will Reggie Redbird. Might notice that Reggie Redbird has a updated look this year. And it will be on full display as Reggie goes flying around Hancock Stadium for this afternoon's homecoming football game on top of the victory bell. I hope to hear that ring out as the Redbirds score touchdowns this afternoon against Youngstown State. President Andove Tarhule and Rosemary Tarhule. Next up in the parade, Dr. Tarhule, the 21st president of Illinois State, position he took on March 18th in 2024. So the Redbirds currently are followed by President Larry Dietz, former president of Illinois State University. And he's followed by President Al Bowman. And some magnificent Corvettes, convertibles. And they'll be followed by the Board of Trustees. As ISU Board of Trustees President Kathy Bone will follow President Emeritus Al Bowman with his wife Linda. Lots of candy already being thrown out here at the corner of School and North Street. ISU Board of Trustees President Kathy Bone, a physician and partner at the Vein Specialists here in Bloomington. ISU Board of Trustees member Doug Peterson, a strategic leader with profound expertise in AI strategy and integration. A new Board of Trustees member is next up on the parade route. Darren Tillis, the owner of Darren Tillis Insurance Agency, is next up as he makes the turn onto North Street. Julie Hennigas, another Board of Trustees member, another brand new member. She's a trade compliance professional with more than 25 years of global experience. Currently working at Rivian here in Normal, the electric auto manufacturer. So members of the Board of Trustees. There's Ryan Russell, the student trustee for Illinois State University. And then we have the alumni marshals, Mike Shermer, class of 72 alum, served as vice president of the student body in 1973. He's joined by Glenna Marker Adams, a class of 72 alum who studied elementary education during her time at Illinois State. Kennedy Williams and Robert Pantalone are the Reggie Marshalls this year. Robert is 6 and the son of 2007 graduate Tim Pantalone and Megan Pantalone. Kennedy is 8 and the daughter of 2004 and 2007 graduate Mike Williams and 2005 graduate Amanda Williams. And so as the dignitaries make their way through the parade, they make way for the Gamifi Circus. A truly unique part of Illinois State University. And we'll watch as they perform here at the corner of School and North Street. Gamifi Circus is America's oldest collegiate circus, dating back to 1929. It's the oldest collegiate circus in the United States and one of only 2 still in existence. From its beginning in 1929, Gamifi has established itself as a unique performance troupe supporting acrobatic and circus arts in higher education and continuing the legacy of circus history in the state of Illinois. Gamifi Circus performers are found from such organizations as Circus Soleil, Disney Cruise Line, Circus Vargas, Shrine Circuses, Circus Kingdom, Roberts Brothers Circus, and Kelly Brothers Circus. You can catch the spring show in April at CEFCU Arena. It is always a magnificent performance. And it's scheduled this year, well, for 2026, April 17th and Saturday, April 18th at CEFCU Arena. So please be sure to mark your calendars. You won't want to miss it. Always a magnificent and unique experience, the Gamifi Circus. As they celebrate their 97th anniversary this year. What a legacy the Gamifi Circus has here at Illinois State, and its alums have made their mark across the country, performing at halftime shows for the NBA and WNBA, and recently right down here at Uptown Normal for the Sweet Corn Circus. They have well over 100 performers. Students of all different majors and experience levels. Some folks come to Illinois State just to participate in the Gamifi Circus. That's the main reason they arrive. Some come not even knowing about the circus, but join later. When the clowns come marching in, you know that that's just about the end of the Gamifi Circus troupe's appearance here in the homecoming parade. Much like the Big Red Marching Machine, it's just incredible to see the amount of student involvement in this organization. A truly unique aspect of Illinois State University. Illinois State's Alumni Board will be next up in the parade. The Illinois State Alumni Association Board of Directors are the ambassadors, advocates, and advisors serving to strengthen the university's traditions, its future growth, and its networks of influence. Alumni Association directors commit to several different responsibilities, and we thank them for their leadership. Black Colleagues Association is next up in the parade. They're incredibly involved during homecoming week. They have a tailgate happening in lot U91, and then they have a brunch tomorrow at 10 a.m. at the Doubletree. They had a meet and greet last night. The Latinx Alumni Network. Did you know there's over 3,500 Latinx students who've graduated from Illinois State, and with over 62% of those since just 2000. The mission of the Latinx Alumni Network is to establish, maintain, and promote a network for the empowerment and advancement of Latinx alumni, students, faculty, and staff at Illinois State University. There's Normal Mayor Chris Coos. He was in Uptown Circle on Monday night, along with President Andave Tarhule, as they illuminated the trees here in Uptown Normal for the kickoff ceremony and the annual tree lighting ceremony. Now we'll have a look at the Percy Hall of Famers, led by Ted Schmitz, longtime Redbird football broadcaster since 2001. He's covered 25 seasons, taught me how to drive a car, by the way. Driver's ed teacher at Bloomington High School, one of the nicest guys you'll ever meet. Akil Mills of Redbird Track and Field is next. He's one of Illinois State's most decorated throwers, excelling in the hammer and weight throw. And then we have Robin Chapman. Chapman, an MVC softball all-centennial team member, followed by Janelle Knight of women's tennis. She was a standout leader for Redbird women's tennis, earning a spot in the Missouri Valley Conference women's tennis all-centennial team. And former Redbird football star Colton Underwood, a dominant force in the Redbird defense, earning back-to-back FCS All-America honors in 2012 and 2013. Have a number of Redbird student athletes in the parade as well. The swimming and diving team, they have a brand new head coach this year, led by Riley Hilbrandt. Mention Redbirds in action this weekend include Redbird volleyball, the Redbird football team in action as well. Illinois State athletics, a big part of homecoming weekend. And even those athletes not competing, participating here in the homecoming parade. Little Jewels Learning Center making an appearance. Looks like a cozy coupe they're driving there. A fun, family-oriented child care center in Bloomington Normal. Thanks again for joining us this morning as we're watching the 2025 Homecoming Parade, coming to you live from school on North Street here on a gorgeous morning in Uptown Normal. We'd love to hear from where you're tuning in from, whether that be on Facebook or YouTube. Love to hear all across the country where you're listening from here and watching from on this beautiful homecoming morning. Ivy making an appearance in the parade, and you know they have a lot of candy in stock and plenty to share here at the parade. They're followed by the Solar Car team, a student-led organization that designs, builds, and races solar vehicles against teams from around the world. They had a big cross-country race that they performed really well in this past year. The Girl Scouts, their famous cookies and so much more. A nonprofit organization serving over 20,000 girls and 5,000 adult members across 38 counties in central Illinois. They'll be followed by Illinois State cheerleaders, first of all. And then behind them, the Beardstown High School Tiger Band from Beardstown, Illinois. And we'll give them a listen as they turn the corner here onto North Street. Beardstown Marching Tigers. Great to have them in the parade here today. And thanks to those of you who checked in online. We've got someone watching from Windermere, Florida, Columbia, Illinois, Lincoln, Illinois. What a unique looking piece of equipment we have here. I have no idea what this is. But it's cool, whatever it is. Look at the size of the tires on that thing. Representatives from Nautical Bowl, it looks like. It's a business here in Uptown Normal I've heard great things about. Also in Uptown Normal, the Children's Discovery Museum. Next up in the parade. It's a must visit if you have kids, or even if you don't. It's fun for adults too. But kids get a hands-on education in science and engineering with 3 stories of interactive exhibits at the Children's Discovery Museum, where its mission is to inspire the love of learning through the power of play. And that's accomplished by providing hands-on exhibits, classes, and programs that actively engage the visitor and experiences that stimulate imagination, curiosity, and wonder. And from the 3rd floor of the Children's Discovery Museum, you get about the best view of Uptown Normal, which is especially cool this time of year when you can see those illuminated red and white trees for homecoming. It'll be on display through the holidays. Our first float appearance, followed by Kinder Music. The candy continues to pour out. And as I mentioned, it is a perfect day for a parade here in Normal. So a huge crowd on hand. A lot of these folks will head over to the football game right afterward. There's already a lot of folks over there tailgating. Another unique entry in the parade for Mission Barbecue, located over in Peoria. Mission Barbecue, an American barbecue restaurant chain with a strong focus on patriotism and supporting military, firefighters, police, and first responders. Looks like a former military vehicle here for Mission Barbecue. Are they throwing out barbecue sandwiches? Maybe? They are! Oh my goodness. I was totally guessing. I thought it was just going to be candy. That is the best giveaway in a parade. What a way to start the day with a barbecue sandwich. Number of dance organizations in the parade, including Dance Revolution. An ISU registered student organization, a dance team where students can learn and improve their dance skills. They showcase those skills and performances at the end of the year and throughout multiple halftime shows for the Illinois State men's and women's basketball teams. Just down the road, the Kingsley Junior High School Cougars cheerleaders making some noise at the parade here today. Great to see the local support from some of the local junior highs and high schools. Then we have a school bus making the turn here onto North Street. Let's see who they're affiliated with. It's a tight turn with lots of youngsters waiting for candy. Perhaps this is the party bus company. Making lots of rounds, no doubt, this week. An A-plus party bus providing shuttle rides, bar runs, bar crawls, special events, and bus rentals for the Bloomington-Normal area. Lots of folks having a lot of fun this weekend. We're still awaiting word on some of the winners of the float competitions, as we have a float making the turn here on our stream. By the way, if we haven't heard from you yet, I'd love to know where everyone's watching from today. The furthest away so far has been Florida. Oh, we have Chicagoland, Conda, Illinois, watching. Thank you so much to everyone for joining us here today. Wish you could be here. It is just the absolutely perfect morning. Looks like construction management is making the turn. That's an ISU RSO that promotes and encourages members' extracurricular professional development through leadership opportunities, workshops, seminars, conferences, and cooperative activities with the construction community. Central Illinois Figure Skating Club. Great to have them on board. Construction management always has one of the best floats, and those folks are really handy, so no doubt about it. Someone watching from Ghana. Okay, you take the top honor. What time is it even over there? Thank you so much for tuning in. And glad we could bring this to you all the way from Normal to Ghana. Another part of the skating club, it looks like. Oh, the Redbird Sign Language Association coming up here in the parade. That's another Illinois State RSO. There's so many RSOs here on campus. Redbird Sign Language Association provides opportunities to learn about communication, educational options, and life experiences of individuals who are deaf or hard of hearing. Sign language practice is offered at each meeting for both beginners and more experienced signers. And that group consists of people interested in sign language, learning about deaf culture, and everything in between. And I have no idea what that initial bus was for, because it looks like this is the purple A-plus party bus that's about to make the turn onto North Street. Gotta figure this is one of the busiest weekends of the year for A-plus party bus, safely transporting students and alumni back and forth between the so many events that happen, both organized by the Alumni Association, and also, of course, there's lots of individual organizations that have their own events. So much fun for folks to come back and relive their college experiences. A lot of legacy families as well, so parents and folks are able to experience some of these memories with their kids who might be Redbirds themselves. Both the McLean County Republicans and Democrats in the parade. Here's the Republicans making the turn. A violinist. I've seen all sorts of instruments from the Big Red Marching Machine. Violin hasn't been one of them yet, though. Independence Service Job Organization. That's another ISU RSO. whose purpose is to educate the student body and community on the training, use, and rights of service dogs. Country Financial Insurance Agent making the turn. Can you imagine the amount of sniffs the dogs can get from all these folks and all this candy? What a walk for those pups. Well, I said there are a bunch of dance teams in this competition, and here's one of them, the Unlimited dance team. Another RSO, a co-ed, non-competitive jazz, hip-hop, contemporary, lyrical-based dance team. A diverse group with a common love for dance. They consider themselves to be a family and like to think of their team as a friendly and inclusive environment where dancers can make lifelong friendships. They also have performances throughout the year. They're followed by Robert G. Bone Scholars, the highest academic award bestowed upon students at Illinois State University. The students who earn that recognition go through a rigorous application process. Save Lives, Say Yes, organ donation program. Wearing purple shirts today. Each of these golf carts, by the way, are a part of sorority and fraternity life. They've kind of zipped by without me being able to identify who they all are. But as you see each of these golf carts that are decorated, that's part of the sorority and fraternity life celebration. And this is the first place for Spirit Award, which we do have winners here. Sigma Lambda Gamma, first place. So that's who we have right here in front of us. Second place, Tau Kappa Epsilon, and third place, Sigma Gamma Rho for the golf cart winners. The float winners, Construction Management, who we just saw, finished second. As we have another organization, Impact Dance Team. I'll get you that winner here in just a second. Here's the Illinois State Labor Coalition. Followed by the Student Government Association. The float winner, by the way, the Student Alumni Council. Oh, that's a cool golf cart. Another award winner. Shout out to Student Government. Several nations represented here. You hear the enthusiasm here at the corner of School and North Street. Congratulations, by the way, to the parade winners. Music a big part of the parade, and here's a radio station, 107.7 The Bull, playing country music and throwing out candy at the same time. The Next Step Dance Studio, another dance organization This one for younger guys and girls. Sigma Gamma Rho with their golf cart. This is the third place winner of the golf cart competition. Congratulations to Sigma Gamma Rho. The Studio Project is next up, providing dancers 11 and over the chance to tailor their dance training to their individualized goals. So lots of ways for young folks to get involved in dance and then continue that, possibly through a registered student organization at Illinois State or by joining the Redbird dance team. Great way to keep moving. Here's Illinois State's newest college, the College of Engineering, which welcomed its first cohort of students this year. So happy to have those students on board and looking forward to watching that college continuing to grow. They'll be opening a new facility over on GE Road in Bloomington. Hoping to have that available next school year, as that is a huge addition to the Illinois State campus community. The School of Kinesiology and Recreation, Physical Education, Teacher Education. They're followed by Heroes Embracing Autistic Lives, a Central Illinois-based foundation created to promote social acceptance and diversity for individuals with autism. Big truck making the turn on to North Street. And I believe it's pulling the Parkside Junior High School cheerleading team, another Unit 5 group with us here today. The Pythons. Bloom Community School. An independent private school serving families with children in kindergarten through 8th grade in Bloomington, Normal. Looks like we have some members of the Redbird Hockey Club team. Incredibly competitive group of players. Looks like these representatives are from the men's team. They have a women's team as well. They're a fun team to watch right here in town at Grosinger Motors Arena. The Twin Cities School of Dance, they famously put on the Nutcracker, which I had the pleasure of seeing last year. They did a fabulous job, and that will be coming up very soon as the holidays are just around the corner. That performance taking place in Braden Auditorium here on ISU's campus. A huge Bloomington Normal tradition that is certainly worth seeing. One of the many ways you know it's the holidays here in the Twin Cities. Gotta imagine they're well into rehearsals for that, as those shows will start very soon. U-High. The U-High cheerleaders, who are not very far from their school that's on Illinois State's campus. Football team, and they cheer at Hancock Stadium, home of the Redbirds, and also home of the U-High Pioneers. Don't forget to stay updated with homecoming all year long by following ISU Homecoming on Instagram. You can find out next year's dates, make plans. If you're watching from far away this year, maybe you can be here in person next year. If you are here close in town, be sure to stop by both Redbird Spirit Shop locations, which will be open throughout homecoming. Open today for your Redbird Spirit wear. We're right next to the one on North Street, and there's also Redbird Spirit Shop located in the Bone Student Center, with lots of great gear to show your Redbird pride. The parade continues. We have over 110 units, making it the largest parade in the town of Normal annually. And as I mentioned, don't forget to come back during the nighttime to visit Uptown Normal. I drove through Uptown last night, and it truly looks magical with those trees illuminated in red and white lights. Marking the beginning of homecoming, those will be on display through the holidays. Student counseling services making an appearance in the parade, and they're followed by WGLT Radio, also based here on campus. They have a brand new co-inhabited facility with WGLT and the Vedette. WGLT fresh off winning an Edward R. Murrow Award for investigative reporting. Congratulations on that national award. That's a big deal. Great to see them in the parade. They're followed by Hibbett Sports, based in Eastland Mall. We have the Miss Fisher Queens from nearby Fisher, Illinois. The Fisher Bunnies, followed by the Chick-fil-A Cow, urging us to eat more chicken. I saw this van driving on my way into the parade today, unmistakable. It does not look like they're throwing out chicken sandwiches, unfortunately, but I'm sure the candy is welcome by all the kids here with their bags already heaping full of candy from, as I mentioned, a parade that has more than 100 units. One of the most notable guests in the homecoming parade was in 1980 when soon-to-be President Ronald Reagan and First Lady Nancy Reagan appeared in this very homecoming parade. I understand that was quite the event. Santa Claus making an appearance here. Well, he ranks right up there among the most noteworthy folks to make an appearance, with Mrs. Claus driving, it looks like. And they're followed by campus radio station WZND, which provides practical experience and training for all ISU students interested in radio, podcasting, journalism, audio production, voice work, broadcast sales, public relations, graphic design, and related industries. I know they're busy this week too. They provide a lot of DJ services and music to the various homecoming events on campus. So if you've been to an event and you've heard some great music, it's a good chance it's been coming from WZND. Adelina Bowman, the queen of the McLean County Fair. School spirit on full display here this morning. We have another decorated golf cart. This one looks like a festive fall tree. That was part of the campus trees that are part of the Fell Arboretum. It's a thing you have to visit when you're here, and chances are you do, because that's just part of the quad is the Fell Arboretum, which was granted that status in 1995. Here at campus, we have 490 acres with thousands of trees that represent over 225 species. The history dating all the way back to Jesse Fell's vision of planting trees that flourish in central Illinois. Those trees have just now started to turn beautiful shades of yellow and orange. As fall hits here in Bloomington Normal, it's sort of been an unseasonably warm fall, but we understand that after the rain that's predicted to move through this afternoon and evening comes through, the temperatures are going to plummet into the more fall-like conditions, the 50s and 60s, and so expecting those trees to really turn those beautiful colors of red and orange and yellow, and then those leaves start to fall here very soon. But we're not complaining about the 71-degree weather here at the parade this morning. Another radio station, WBNQ. A reminder, if you're planning to head to the Redbird football game, that kickoff time has been moved up to noon today to try to avoid that rain that is forecasted to move in later on. The Redbirds playing Youngstown State. And then Redbird volleyball in action this evening as they'll play the Salukis of Southern Illinois. They're a fun team to watch. Was at the Redbird volleyball match just last night. It was packed the arena night. There were over 1,700 folks in attendance cheering on the Redbirds. Checking our feed, it looks like we've got someone watching from San Antonio, Texas, from the class of 2019. Thanks so much for everyone who has taken some time this morning to tune in. We hope that you feel like you're back home, even if you're not able to make it this year, and we hope you can make it real soon. Got some shout outs in the comments for the Beardstown Marching Tigers, so great to have those folks. Watching presumably from Beardstown. Oh, here we have two alumni watching from Frankfurt, Germany. So far, at least from what I've seen, we've had someone watching from Ghana, someone watching from Germany. We have the Zamora family watching from New Lenox, Illinois.
Hey, Kevin.
Awesome to have all these folks watching from all around the world. Redbird Pride runs far and wide. As the community participants continue to turn the corner from School Street onto North Street. We have the undistinguished alumni. Oh, with the old school Reggie, thumbs up Reggie flag. I love it. The Department of Agriculture appropriately driving a green John Deere tractor. They have some exciting new developments. Just launched this past fall, the vertical farm, a shipping container transformed into a growing laboratory, essentially, where they're even growing some edible vegetables that will be consumed in the Watterson Dining Center. Lots of exciting things happening with the Department of Agriculture. Oh, the garlic press, a staple in Uptown Normal. Oh, are they giving away popcorn? They also have candy and taffy. It's a great place to visit. For those folks who like to keep everything clean, including their trash cans, there's clean cans, trash bin cleaning. That's an unmistakable vehicle. You sanitize, disinfect, and deodorize your trash cans. Again, congratulations to those folks who put together award-winning floats today. The Student Alumni Council, the winners of the float competition, followed by construction management in second place. And the winner of the golf cart competition, Sigma Lambda Gamma, followed by Tau Kappa Epsilon in second place, and Sigma Gamma Rho in third place. We've seen a lot of creativity on display here at the homecoming parade, which is just about to come to an end here.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8.
Another dance organization here at Illinois State. So much school spirit on display from all of these different registered student organizations. I believe this is the Poise Dance team, which offers jazz, lyrical, and hip-hop dance. They are the final entry in today's homecoming parade. And so we thank you so much for tuning in as the Normal Police marked the end of this year's over 110 entries on a gorgeous morning. We hope you're having a fabulous homecoming weekend. If you're coming out to the football game or maybe the volleyball match later tonight, we hope you have fun cheering on the Redbirds. For those of you who can't come back and have tuned in from across the world, thank you so much for joining us. That wraps up our coverage of the 2025 Homecoming Parade. We hope to see you at other homecoming events this weekend. Again, that homecoming football game's at noon, Redbird volleyball's at 7. So on behalf of our entire university marketing and communications production team, which includes Julie, Manaya Perez, Bree Byers, and Kevin Brissett, I'm John.